Hi guys, it's SimmerDeb. Welcome to another Sims 4 house building video in real time. Today we're going to be building a modern 2-bedroom home in Willow Creek on the lot called Daisy Hovel. But we are going to change the name, and we are going to name this home Modern Genesis because this will mark the beginning of a Sim family's journey into the future. Okay, now my goal for this home is to be a home that will require 2 Sims to move into. So including the lot cost, which is 2,000 simoleons, I would like to keep this home less than 21,000 simoleons when it's completed, if possible. It will have to be less than 22. So here we go. Now the first thing I'm going to do is start out with a porch. I do want a nice porch area. Over here, I'm thinking over here on the side, and I want to move it back fairly far so that I can bump out the front of the house. Okay, I've got 8 blank spaces here, so we're going to go ahead and try it here. And I think I want this porch to be about a 2 by 4, maybe. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And we're going to go ahead and bump up this foundation a couple of clicks. Okay. And of course the front door will be right here. So let's go ahead and lay out the house. Okay. Now like I said, I'm envisioning a front room, which will be a living room, bumped out a little bit. And I kind of want to make it a weird shape. Just something a little bit different. Okay, kind of like that maybe. And we'll do the same thing on this side. Oh, that's wrong. Not what I wanted to do at all. Here's what I want to do, like that right there. Okay. Go ahead and come up this side of the living room area. And then I'm thinking putting a kitchen area right here and maybe a back door here and a big patio over here on this side. So let's go ahead and bump this out a little bit for the area where I'll be putting the door. Okay. And then maybe come back in a little bit. And before we do the interior walls, let's go ahead and work on the exterior walls. And I'm thinking a bedroom right here. Okay. And then another bedroom right here. Okay. I'm also thinking a bathroom right here. Okay. And then we'll have our foyer area here. The front door here. Okay. Now, for these bedrooms, what I'm thinking about is maybe making like a little hallway right here so that you don't have doors right out in the middle of the kitchen that lead to the bedroom. In real homes, you know, there's usually some kind of separation. You don't really have like a door opening right off a kitchen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little hallway here. I'm just going to go like this. Maybe like that. And then have the door to the bedroom right here, and then the door to this bedroom right here. Let's see. And then that way, you know, you've got a little bit of separation between your kitchen area and this hallway where the doors go. Okay, now let's go back to the outside of the home and do our wall patterns. You know what? Let's go ahead and stick the roof on really quick first. Just go ahead and grab a roof. We'll do this half-gabled roof. And I'm thinking 3 roof lines here. Thinking this for the main part of the house, the living room. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this all the way down as low as it will go, and then I'm going to bump it up one click. Okay, and now we'll put another roof, another half gable roof here. And then what I want to do is, I told you that I wanted to have a back door right over here. Let's go ahead and put a patio here, because I want to do a big patio over here on the side. So let's go ahead and do that. And we'll just pull it out as far as we can. And pull it out even with the house. Okay. And then we'll put a back door in here somewhere. Now on the roof line, we'll do the half gable here, and then over here on the patio, we'll just do a flat roof. Okay, let's go ahead and do the half gable over here. And for this one, I'm going to pull it down as low and as far as it will go, so that I've got two distinct roof lines. And this one, I think I've got it bumped up high enough to where I can put windows up here. Okay, and then this side, we'll go ahead and do the flat roof. And just pull it back. Okay, that looks pretty good. Now let's go ahead and grab our roof pattern. And for a modern home, I do like to use this metal roof. Let's try this darkest color for right now, and after we do the walls, we may want to change the color, not real sure. And let's go ahead and put it on this side. Now when you do that, for some reason the roof pattern always goes the wrong direction, so just take your eyedropper, pick it up, and now it becomes the tile, and you can rotate that tile and put it back down, and now all your roof lines are going the right direction. I don't know why that is, but it does it every time. Okay, now the last 2-bedroom starter home I built, I used stone on the exterior. So this time let's go with the brick pattern just to mix it up a little bit. And I like this Industry Matters brick, and let's do this one with the wood trim on it, just to have something a little bit different. So we'll do that. And we'll go ahead and put the wood trim here and here. But to fill in, I'm not going to use the wood pattern, and the reason why is because sometimes when you have angles like this, let me show you, it does weird things with that trim part. And see, I don't really like that. So for this part in between, I'm going to go ahead with the plain Industry Matters without the trim, and stick it right there. Because if I did not do that, then this side over here would not match. I know that makes no sense, but it is true. And another thing that really bugs me, but you won't be able to notice this straight on from this house, is you see how this one wraps around the corner? Whenever you're doing corners, for some reason, it doesn't work when you try to do it there. Don't know why. Every house I've ever tried to use this on, I've had that problem with. You know, I don't know. But we're going to leave it like this right here, and it looks pretty good. And from the front, they look the same. So we're going to go ahead and go with that. And what I'm thinking is, for this roof line right here, picking up a wood pattern that matches this exterior trim here. So let's go ahead and see what we've got. I'm pretty sure that this one that comes with Outdoor Retreat has a white that kind of matches that, because I used it on a different house. And yes, it does. It does match pretty good. And what I'm thinking about for this lower part of the house, instead of doing this white down here too, I'm thinking about picking this up in a different color so that we can have some contrast. Maybe this brown right here. Yeah, let's try this and see how that's looking. I think that might look pretty good. We'll stand back and look at it in just a second and see how it's looking. Okay. I think I like that. And I think what we'll do is, for the columns, we'll go with a dark brown column. And of course, we're going to go with the cheapest thing. And we'll look and see how this looks. Okay, I think that's going to look pretty good. Now, while we're out here, let's go ahead and put some roof trim on the roofs. And we're going to go with the cheapest. And I'm not sure which color we're going to use yet, but we're going to start out with this color. And we may change it because we're going to need a trim for this flat roof. And we're going to use the cheapest. And we're going to see if we can't match it fairly closely. That is a little bit lighter. Let's see. Okay, this one is the same color. That one is too red. That one's not going to work. Oddly enough, that black one kind of looks like it might be the best match. We're going to go with that for now, and then we can always come back and change it if we don't like the way it looks. Alright, now let's go ahead and do some windows and doors. And I don't want to use the cheapest window, but I don't want to use the most expensive either. For here in the front, I want to have one that looks fairly nice. So let's try this one. And then up here, we're going to go with a window that's less expensive. Let's try this one. Okay. I think that's looking pretty good so far. Now we need a front door. And we're going to use this one because this is one of my favorites. And if we run into money problems later, then we can always change it. Okay. I think it's looking okay so far. Now let's go ahead and get our foundation, and we're going to use this one because it matches our brick pattern that we've got on the house. And we'll just go around and put it, make sure we've got it everywhere. And it looks like we do. Now we need some stairs, and we're just going to go ahead with these brick stairs that also match our exterior wallpaper or exterior brick. We're going to bump that out too. And we'll go ahead and put this same set of stairs. And how did my roof color get? Okay, that's really weird. Okay. Those roofs are the exact same color, but they do look different in the sunlight when you're at a different angle. Let's go ahead and plop these stairs there. Okay. All right. Looking pretty good. And we're not going to do any landscaping or anything until we get the interior of this home done, because we may run into money problems before we get to the landscaping. Okay, and we do need doors for the interior, and we're going to go with the cheapest door that they have. We're going to use this one in this dark brown. And we need one for the bathroom, one for this bedroom, and we need one for this bedroom. We'll put him right there. Okay, now we need a door over here for our kitchen. Let's go with one that's got some glass in it. This would probably be okay. That's $155. This is $160. I kind of like this one better for $5. I think it's going to be okay. All right, we're going to put that door there. And now let's go ahead, of course, and throw some lighting in this house. We need to see what we're doing. And we're going to go with this light. And the reason is because for the money, this puts out the most light of any of the lights that I've found versus the cost factor. We're just going to throw them in here willy-nilly for right now. Okay, now let's put some paint on the walls. And I'm kind of feeling, maybe I'm in a blue mood today. So let's find a blue. Kind of a gray blue, maybe. How about this? We'll try this. You know, we can always change it later if we want to. I'm going to go ahead and put it everywhere for now. Not the bathroom. I'm going to probably put a tile wall in the bathroom. Okay, so we got that gray blue. Now for a flooring, and I'm thinking maybe a white wood because we've got that white wood pattern. You know what? I'm also thinking that I want to do an accent wall inside here. Let's do this in the brick for an accent. And I'm thinking about picking up this white wood for the flooring. And you know what? You know what we have to do in this house, don't you? We absolutely have to do a sunken living room. I mean, you know, I have to have a sunken living room. That's just something I have to have. So let's go ahead and remove this floor. Okay. And now we'll go ahead and remove these walls. And now we've got a sunken living room. And we're not going to use these brick steps. We're going to use a cheaper step. There's a cheaper one, I think, that will match a wood floor. Let's do this, and let's try it in the white and just see how this looks. And I think that probably looks pretty good. And we'll go ahead and put it down here in our sunken living room area. And let's just make sure that messed up. So what I have to do is, let's try this again. Pull it to right here, and then put it right here, and right here. And now I have to make those little, you hit Control and F to get these little triangle pieces. That way you don't have flooring stuck out outside. If I didn't do that, you'd have flooring right here. Okay. So we have that done. Now let's put some stairs. And like I said, we're going to go with the cheap stairs. We're going to go with these. And we'll just put those in the middle. Is that the middle? Let me turn the grid on just to make sure. And that does appear to be the middle. Okay. Alright, it's looking good so far. For the bathroom, I'm not planning to put a window in this bathroom to save money. So let's go with a light colored wall pattern. And we'll go with tile. Okay, how about this sparkling speckled tile? That is a very light color. And then we'll go with a floor that's kind of gray to match these little dots in the tile. Possibly this. Okay, we'll try that. If we don't like it, we can always change it. And while we're in here in the bathroom, why not go ahead and, you know, finish it out really quick. We need a shower. So we'll put Mr. Shower right here. And we need a toilet. A toilet. El cheapy cheapy right there. And of course we need a sink. And we're going to need a mirror over the sink. And there we go. We have our finished bathroom there. It has everything you need, no frills, but everything you gotta have. And let's go ahead and pick up this flooring and put it in the bedrooms. Okay, and we're gonna put some windows in these bedrooms. I'm not going to go with this expensive window here. I'm gonna go with one that's a little bit cheaper. We'll do this one in the bedrooms to save a little bit of money. We'll just put them here in the middle. Like that. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and focus on let's focus on the kitchen area. We're going to focus on the areas that cost the most money first, and the kitchen definitely does. So we're going to go ahead and put in our appliances. Of course, we need a fridge. We'll stick him right there. We're going to need a range, and we will stick him right here. And of course, we need counters. We're going to go with the cheapest. Let's try the black, maybe. I like the way black looks against this gray blue, so we're going to do this. And over here, we'll put a sink. And we'll save a little room, and we'll put a trash can right here. And we're going to go with a black trash can, so we'll have to use this one. What's the cost difference? 50 versus 55? No problem. We'll put Mr. Trash Can there. And we're going to put in a sink. Yes, I actually remembered to put in a sink. Sometimes I forget. We're going to go with this black one right there. And you know what I'd like to put? I'd like to put a window above this sink. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to put a cheapy one. This one maybe. Just a little, let a little bit of light in to our kitchen. And you know what we need? We need an alarm. Because you know how Sims like to start fires. Okay, so we've got our kitchen. We're going to do a table here. Let's go ahead and put in a table. And we're going to use El Cheapy Cheap. We could use that one. We're going to use this one. We're going to do it in a black. We're going to put him, we're going to do him on an angle. How about that? We're going to put him right there maybe. Let's look at the grid and see. Okay, yeah, that's fine. We're going to put him there, and we're going to put some chairs in to match, and we'll just go with the black. Okay, there we go. And we're only going to do 2. Once your Sims move in, if you need more chairs, you can always put more chairs in. Okay, now let's go ahead and do the bedrooms, and let's do the child's bedroom first. We're going to put the child's bedroom here on this side of the house. All right, so we're going to need a bed, and of course we're going to go with the cheapy bed. Let's do the orange and blue. I'll put him right there, and let's pick up a contrasting wall color to go behind this bed. I think there's an orange in this one. Yeah. Okay, so we're just going to put that right there. And now let's go ahead and find a picture to go above this. Let's do the dinosaur because we've got dinosaur paw prints there. So we're going to do a dinosaur. And we'll make it big. And we'll put it right there. Okay? We could even make that dinosaur picture bigger if we wanted to, which we might. Let's go ahead and do some end tables really quick. We will go with this one, of course. And we're going to go ahead and put in 2. And now we'll go ahead and pick up some lighting and put in here. We're going to go with this cheap one. And we'll go with the orange. Because the blue is really light. I don't know. Which one do I like better, the orange or the blue? Let's just stick with the blue. The blue's fine. Even though it is a little bit different shade, I think that's okay. And let's just see if it will look better to make this picture one click bigger. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, why not? We'll just go bigger is better sometimes. So we'll go with bigger. All right, now the kid is going to need a dresser. So we will go ahead, pick him up this little cheapy dresser to go here. And instead of doing a mirror over this, because there's a mirror in the bathroom, the mirrors cost a lot, let's put this elephant in here. Put Mr. Elephant there. That's looking good. And I would put the orange here, but that orange paint costs a lot more than the blue paint, so I'm just going to leave the blue paint there. Let's go ahead and give this poor kid a toy box. We may have to take it back away if money becomes a problem. But let's go ahead and try giving this kid a toy box. And we'll just stick it right there. Now, let's put a rug under this kid's bed. But instead of using an actual rug, what we'll do is we'll go ahead and pick up the carpet because it's the same price as our hardwood. We can do it in the blue, I guess. Wait, that's not. What color is this? That's not too awfully bad, really. Let's try it in the blue and see what the blue looks like. The blue's probably going to be better. Yeah, the blue's better. Okay, so there we go. We've done that. Now let's go ahead to the parents' room. And behind their bed, I want to pick up this brick pattern. So we'll just do the eyedropper and pick this up. And we'll put the brick there. Now let's go ahead and pick us up a bed. We're going to go with that cheap Mod Podge bed. And let's do... What color do we want to do? We'll just do this color. That matches pretty good with the wall color that I've got going on already. So we'll do that. Let's pick up some end tables. We're going to go cheapy cheap. We're going to go this one. And does that match that headboard? It's hard to tell. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick it up and put it outside in the sunlight and see which one matches. Because that's how I have to do it sometimes. And my eyes are perfectly fine, but this game is just weird. Okay, the black matches best. Okay. Alright. We're going to go ahead and put another one on the other side of the bed. And of course we're going to need lighting. So we're going to go with this cheapest cheap right here in the white, I guess, because it goes with everything. Now let's go ahead and throw a picture above the bed. We're going to want something extra cheap. I don't think that yellow would fit in all that great. Let's try this. This comes in a black frame. And of course we'll make it big. There we go. And that doesn't look too bad, I don't think. Alright, now Mom and Dad are going to need a dresser. And we probably will put a mirror above their dresser. And I hate the fact that there are no inexpensive dressers. Like, you know, I don't know. $5.80 seems an awful lot for a dresser to me. Maybe that's just me. Okay. And we're going to need a mirror above the dresser. So let's go ahead. We're going to grab him. Put him right there. That's looking pretty good. That's really probably all we're going to be able to afford to put in this room. But let's grab a rug like we did for the kids' room. And we'll go with this pattern. Let's try this gray color in here. I think that's probably going to be the best bet because I really think this blue is probably going to be, I don't know, the blue doesn't look bad. Okay, we'll stick with the blue in here too then. That's fine. Let's look. Gray. Blue. We'll go with the blue. Okay, now let's go back here to the living room. How are we doing? We're at 17.7, which is not bad, but we do need a TV and all that good kind of stuff. Gonna go ahead and hide this to get it out of my way. Let's do a sofa, and let's do a blue, I guess. We're gonna do a love seat, not a sofa. And we'll put him right there for now. Now we're going to need a TV and we're going to need a table to put on the TV. Now, why this table is $45 and this smaller table is $65, that makes no sense to me. Also, to put a TV on, I really think this table looks better because this table just looks like an end table, you know, and we can put that end table there and we can put a TV, Mr. TV on here with no problem. But I don't really think it looks quite as good as having this cheaper table and using a cheat to put a TV on it, which is what we're going to do. We're going to get rid of that. We're going to put this table here, and the table will cut into the foundation, so I'm going to have to move it out just a wee bit. Let me turn the grid on for a second so I can see what I'm doing as far as the lining up of the sides go. Okay, so we're going to put that right there. And now what we're going to do is we're going to, I didn't mean to do that. We're going to turn on the Move Objects On sheet. Okay, now we're going to put this, hit the F9. No, you don't hit the F9. I say that every time and I have no clue why. Hit the number 9 key on your keyboard, and this will raise the television up. And now it should be fine. They're sitting on that table with no problems. And now I'm going to go ahead and turn the sheet back off, just so that I don't run into any problems with anything that I'm placing. Okay, how are we doing on funds? We're at 18.4. Okay, so let's put in a bookcase. We'll put a bookcase over here on this wall, this cheapy bookcase. It comes in black. We'll stick Mr. Bookcase right there. What we could do is we could put a couple of chairs in here to sit beside that bookcase. Let's do it. Let's try it. See how it goes. We might end up taking them out depending on how much this house ends up costing. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to stick a chair over here next to this bookcase. We're probably going to do 2 of them. So that, you know what, I need to line this up a little bit better with this bookcase. Okay, that's better. Now we've got a little reading area right there. And over here on this other wall, we can put in a table. We'll just put in another one of these tables. And we'll move it out from the foundation so that it's not cutting into the foundation, because that bugs me to no end. And now we'll go ahead and like stick a picture above it. And hopefully we won't run out of money. Let's use this cheap picture and we'll make it big. Okay? Alright. That's looking pretty good, I guess. We might have money later to stick a plant on top of that table. I kind of doubt it, but you never know. And let's go ahead and put a rug in under this sofa or love seat, whatever you want to call it. Put a rug in here with the carpeting, and this carpeting comes in very limiting colors. Instead of doing a blue, let's put in a pop of color. We can put this red in because we've got this red brick, so let's do that. Let's put this pop of color red in, and let's go ahead and put it at the front door too, and we'll go ahead and put it under our table. How about that? And we'll make it like an, like this. Okay. That looks pretty good. That doesn't look bad. Nice pop of color. Alright, what else do we need to do for this house? How much are we at? We're at 19,004 simoleons. So that's not too awfully shabby. we do need, let's see, we've got everything in the living room that we absolutely have to have. We've got television seating area. Everything in the kitchen that a kitchen needs is in there. We've got the bathroom finished. Parents' room's done. Child's room is done. Let's go ahead and move outdoors to the landscaping. Put some landscaping in. See if we have some money for that. And we'll probably have to go ahead and turn the cheat on so that I can put the plants where I want to put them. Okay. Let's see what we can do as far as shrubs go. And, you know, shrubs can eat up a lot of your funds. Let me just go ahead and warn you. Go ahead and put these in. Let's make sure they're not sticking through the wall or anything. There we go. Let's go ahead. Let's use maybe, these are $50. Let's put one of these babies right here. How's that look? Does that look okay? And we're going to need one over here to fill in this side. And I don't want it to stick through the house or anything. We're going to need another one right here. We'll use the smaller one here. Okay, now let's go ahead and put us in a walkway. And of course we'll use terrain paint because it's free and we can. Let's go ahead. Yeah, that's about the size we want. Let's use these pebbles because I think it'd probably look okay. Let's turn the grid on so I can do this straight, get this straight. Okay, and now we will kind of scoot let's scoot Mr. Mailbox about right there. That'd be good. Alright. That's looking pretty good. Let's stick, what are we in? We are at 19.5. Let's go ahead and stick a flower right here. A cheap flower like this one, and we'll do it in pink. And just kind of stick him right here. Not too close to the stairs so that he doesn't disappear. Okay. That's looking pretty good. And how are we on money? We're at 19.5. I think what we might do is we might just go ahead and call it done at 19.5, and that way a single sim can move in and meet someone and start a family. So I'm going to go ahead and call this home finished, and I will be right back with some screenshots. And here we are with the finished home, and I really like the way that this house turned out. I can definitely see myself playing this house with a new family in The Sims 4, and I hope you all like the way it turned out as well. And I had a lot of fun building this house with you, and I hope you had fun watching this video. I will be uploading this house to the Origin Gallery, so if you are interested in downloading it, just search for my Origin user ID, SimmerDeb, and you should be able to find this house with no problems. I hope you all enjoy playing it, and I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did enjoy watching this video and you would like to see more homes built in real time, please let me know in the comments down below. And as always, if you liked the video, please leave me a like and please subscribe. And I'll see you next time.